Good evening, everybody. I am back, and tonight, now, in fact, we are going to be watching Project Fear, Sweet Springs Sanitarium, Part 2. So the other night, we watched them investigate it. They got some pretty impressive evidence. And today we're going to watch them stay there overnight, essentially. So the video is titled Real Poltergeist Activity While Sleeping Alone. Now, if you're not already subscribed to Project Fear on YouTube, I would strongly recommend going over and subscribing to them. Yeah, if you're not, if you're interested in the paranormal and you're not subscribed, then you're really missing out, because Dakota, Chelsea, Tanner, and Alex are some of the better investigators in the paranormal community. And yeah, I'd really recommend it. So we're watching this one today because it's the part 2 to the one we were watching the other day. There are other things I want to watch in the, at other points. There's a couple of Nick Groff things I want to watch in the coming weeks. A few other bits here and there, but yeah, we're going to start off with Project Fear episode 2. So, without further ado, we're going to jump straight in. We're going to give it a watch. I'll let you know my thoughts as we go through. Anyone in the chat, feel free to discuss. If you're watching the recorded version of this later, please let me know what you think in the YouTube comments. And yeah, basically, enjoy the episode. Obviously, if you've got any questions for me throughout, please send them. And we will see what we think. Yeah, essentially that's it, so let's go.
We are at Sweet Springs Sanitarium. Now it's time for us to separate and sleep alone.
Yes, this is the bit I'm looking forward to.
Good.
I'm coming down the touch.
That door just shut!
Okay. So, obviously, those of you that missed the first part, please check out the original investigation on the Project Fear page, and also check out my reaction to it on my YouTube channel. You'll know that there were a few bits during it that were quite creepy, so without completely spoiling it, they had some interesting spirit box activity, some particularly creepy spirit box activity. There was a lot of noises heard around the building that shouldn't really be possible. So footsteps, bangs, taps, that sort of thing. And generally, there was just a really sort of odd vibe to it. It was one of the first episodes where it's actually been, creepy throughout. So, yeah, now they're going to stay there overnight.
We are at Sweet Springs Sanitarium in West Virginia, and we have had the craziest night. We just got scared out of the building as a group, and now we're about to separate and sleep alone. There is no promises that we're gonna make it through this night, especially after everything we've went through. So if you wanna see what we've went through already tonight, go watch part 1. The link is in the description. It is messed up. And just to make things even creepier, there's some dogs out there in the distance right now just barking. It's past 2 in the morning, and these dogs are freaking out now. So now, it's time for us to separate and sleep alone. This is our special thing that we do at every location. We think by separating that it amplifies the fear, and it's the ultimate challenge. We've all agreed on the 4 scariest locations for us to go sleep. First, we have the 3rd floor. outside of room 3007. This is where people report seeing a lady in white appearing in the window. Just a few hours ago, me, Chelsea, and Alex, we were in room 3007 doing a digital recorder session, and we got a response that said, clear as day, EVP.
Creepy.
For our next sleeping arrangement, we have the second floor hallway. This is where people report feeling a heavy energy. Shadow figures are captured. When me, Alex, and Chelsea were there earlier, we were hearing non-stop noises. For our next sleeping arrangement, we have the basement hospital wing. About an hour ago, we were down in the hospital wing as a group doing the spirit box. We captured what sounded like Tanner's voice coming through the spirit box, and then followed by Chelsea's voice screaming.
What is happening?
Now, it may not have been their voices, but we replayed it, and it sounds exactly like Tanner and exactly like Chelsea.
It does.
For our final sleeping arrangement, we have the basement slave quarters. This is where last time 3 years ago, Tanner slept. Tanner, why don't you tell them what you experienced?
I was in the basement by myself. I heard voices. It sounded like someone broke into the building. And at the very end, when we all got together,
Yep,
the
they are now
loudest scream
Project
of all
Fear.
time. Enough where it scared us all out of the building.
No, like what we experienced messed us up.
Yeah.
We are still scarred from something that happened 3
I must admit, I
years
prefer the
ago.
This place
pacing now on the
literally
YouTube
broke us
version.
3 years ago, and it's almost broke
It
us
just
again
feels much
tonight.
more
Last time we
authentic.
were here, the activity didn't even start amplifying until 3 a.m., which is in about 30 minutes from now. Tonight, it's already been worse than it was last time. I'm curious to see if history is gonna repeat itself and if it's about to get a whole lot worse now that we're all in our own separate areas
No
by
comment.
ourselves. So, those are our 4 sleeping arrangements. Tanner is gonna write those out on a piece of paper, then we're gonna draw, and that's where you go sleep for the rest of the night, which is about 4 to 5 hours.
This video gets, let's say, 50,000 likes.
It
Dakota
did.
will do an entire solo episode.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. If this video can get 50,000 likes, I will
It's on 63,000, so Dakota is
come
coming
here
back
in the
here.
future and do a whole night by myself.
I'm about to make 50,000 accounts.
For real, for real.
This is our first hat draw of the YouTube channel. Who wants to draw first? Any takers? I can just pick. I'll just pick. Tanner!
Okay, so it's not just the damn ghost inside that's making fun of me and picking on me, it's you guys too. Fantastic.
Okay, Tanner.
Did you take a handful of them?
Yeah, I took all of them.
Yeah.
Second floor, I'm not in the basement! Let's go!
It's so sad that you're happy about the second floor.
Have fun in the basement!
The scream just wasn't fun.
Third floor, they said they remembered me in the basement. The obvious.
So the scream was in this location. This is obviously part 2 of that investigation. So this is them staying overnight. Which doesn't sound fun to me.
Obviously, they remember me. This is the one tiny safe spot for your bullet.
All right, Tanner, since I picked you, you can pick who draws next.
Dakota.
Dakota basement.
Basement!
Watch me get the third floor.
I know, dude. Good.
Oh, Dakota! Basement, 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 basement for Dakota!
Basement. Hope it worked.
All right, here we go.
So the basement's the worst place in this building, obviously.
Basement. Slave quarters.
Third floor!
So he's safe. They're both relatively safe.
Chelsea and Alex! Basement for Chelsea and Alex!
My sister and Alex are going to the basement.
Oh, that sucks! That sucks! That sucks! That sucks! I want to go on record saying I thought we should end this night and just go home. This is bullshit!
Well, this is gonna be creepy. The third floor is terrifying. It's where we got the EVPs, where Cindy was throwing it on the stairs. But it's just relieving knowing I'm not in the basement. I think
Guys, I'm so scared.
Honestly, whoever has the
Hospital or
basement.
slave quarters.
They both absolutely suck.
well, I guess I get to pick who goes next. Chelsea, you wanna draw?
Either way here, there's no winner out of these two, because the basement is not fun. Basement, in fact, is the opposite of fun. Very, very bad.
I don't even know. This is so...
Oh, not that one.
Not this one.
Oh, no.
No! Basement hospital!
That's where you slept last time.
I know!
History's repeating itself. Oh boy.
Okay, it was all funny and dancing, and now it's not freaking funny.
It's kind of funny for me. You guys.
What does that mean for you, Al?
What do you think it means? Well, yep, I get this. Slave quarters. This is exactly where we were when we ran out screaming the first time.
Well, that only means one thing. Right now, it is time for us to bundle up and go to bed.
That was a crazy look you just gave us all.
What was that, a demon at the end of the corridor, or was that just like one of the others? Okay, that's just Chelsea, I guess, going into position. Now we've got the next 4 hours over the night.
So, I just got to my sleeping arrangement. The room directly in front of me is room 3007.
Yep.
I'm staring right at it. This is where the lady in white is seen. To my left is a hallway. And to my right is an extremely long hallway.
That just isn't fun.
I'm so scared.
I mean, what would be... So, he doesn't look like he's in much of a sleeping position right now. But, what would be the best direction to face if this were... You know, so if I was here... Would I want to face the short corridor, the long corridor, or the room with the woman in white? I think... Straight at the wall is not a bad idea. I think if I had to pick, I'd probably lay on my side and face the long corridor. Although no, because then I don't think I'd be comfortable having my back to the long corridor is the problem. So I'd have to face the long corridor. But then the idea of that being the only way out and seeing something walking down it doesn't appeal to me. So for that reason, I'd want to be facing the short corridor with the wall at the end, because it's a dead end. Just lay in the corner, not looking any direction, just staring at the floor. I like that, to be fair. That's probably the best approach you could have. Just don't look in any direction. Just curl up in a ball, face down for 4 hours until it's done. Let me know in the comments on the YouTube version of this which direction you'd like to face.
Wow, it's dark as hell in here. That is disgusting. Biggest bug of all time.
Oh, what is that?
Stay there.
What is that? Oh. That's worse than any of the ghosts.
I'm in the hospital wing.
Because I don't know what it is.
Basement.
I don't like bugs.
So dark down here. I'm gonna show you how dark it is. So this is what you are seeing. This is what I am seeing. So I don't get to see in night vision. The crazy thing is, Alex and I are both in the basement, and I cannot hear anything he's saying. Last time I was here, I thought I was hearing Tanner, and now I know for sure that I was not hearing Tanner, because I cannot hear anything Alex is saying.
Here's Alex.
So, I am alone in these slave quarters. This is the same spot that we heard a scream, and we all ran out almost
of course,
in tears
yes,
3
that
years
one.
ago. I really do not like this one bit. Whatever is here remembers Tanner and remembers Chelsea. Tanner's on the second floor if you want to go visit him and talk with him. But please just let me get through this night without getting too scared.
Clever.
This hallway freaks me out. Holy shit. My heart is racing so.
See, I like that because they're now on YouTube, and they don't have to worry about filtering themselves for TV. They can be a little bit more themselves. You know, they can swear, they can just be a bit more energetic than they could previously.
Hello? Is there somebody down there? It's getting really freaking creepy. Could have sworn I heard something at the end of the hallway. I am going to take out a piece of equipment and see if there is anything here that wants to communicate with me. Okay, so I am about to turn on the Ovilus.
Ooh, the
If
obvious,
there's
okay.
somebody down here, you can use this device to
That's
communicate
what
with
gets me. That's what fucks me up. The dark I could deal with. I wouldn't like it, but I could deal with it. The long, thin corridors that you can't really see down. And obviously they've got they're in the dark, so they've only got a torch that they occasionally shine down there.
Is there anybody down here?
Oh.
Girl.
Oh no.
Are you a girl? What exactly are you doing here? Do you work here? Are you a patient here? Girl.
The lady in white is terrifying, but this is also the floor where Cindy Harper, the manager of this property, was thrown down the stairs. I can still hear the dogs barking outside. What is making them
I
bark?
actually think the dogs outside would reassure me. It would be a sort of constant reminder that there is something out there still. You know, there's life outside of the room they're in. Because otherwise I think I'd get a bit too, not claustrophobic, but I'd get a bit too, you know, alone. I think the outside noise sort of provides that little bit of, okay, I'm not completely alone. There's other stuff around.
Is there anybody on this floor with me?
Which in my mind reduces the fear slightly.
My name is Dakota. I'm gonna be in here for several hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think if you're trying to sleep, obviously it's not ideal when there's noises. But if you're in a place like this, like whenever I'm in a hotel, I don't like when it's completely silent. I like a little bit of noise. You know, noises of a city or noises of just movement within the hotel or something, cars passing by on a road. Like, complete silence freaks me out.
Gosh, I keep thinking I'm seeing something down this hall. Is there someone down there? Can you make a noise, a loud noise?
I haven't been up to this floor since we were here last time. This is really bizarre seeing the rest of the building. Yo! Hello? I am hearing so much movement already. Oh! Alright, I can tell that you're here.
Could be Tanner on the floor above, but I doubt it.
Faith, I mean no harm. Can you knock on the door? Okay, so I'm already hearing a bunch of noises. Here I am thinking I got a good spot. I'm constantly hearing footsteps, bangs on the door. Holy! That door just sounded like it was opening. Hello? Yo, I don't trust that door. I did not pick a good spot.
I'm gonna try to find the boiler room. I just want to see it.
Wouldn't be looking around. I mean, I would, but I've not been to anywhere on this scale yet. I want to eventually. But somewhere on this scale, you know, where you can split off into solo group or solos and have in each member of the group at a completely different part of the building, completely separated. You know, sounds incredible, but also terrifying.
I have them chills in here. I think this is the machinery right here that a woman got her arm ripped off. She
Good
survived,
evening, Maya.
but it is said that once she did eventually pass, her spirit came back here. This is where they would stack all the deceased bodies during the time of it being a tuberculosis sanatorium.
TB.
This
pandemic.
room immediately has a really... Hello?
Now, this goes on to the classic thing of, does the room feel worse because they know the history? Which I always kind of wonder myself. Because I like to know the history when I go places. And I always wonder if that leans into preconceptions and, you know, this room was where they stored the bodies. Am I going to start hearing coughing? Am I going to start sensing negative emotions because of the bodies? Which is an interesting thought and one that I'm not quite sure about.
Just heard like a little clink of metal, like something hit one of these machines back here. Is there anyone in here? I don't know. Let's go back.
Just that. Sleeping there on your own. What are the chances, Maya, of getting you to sleep there on your own in a basement of a haunted hospital, abandoned? Because I think the chances of me doing that are very slim.
Is there anyone down here with me? I have a device in my hand that will allow you to speak to me. Can you hear my voice? Tell me something through this device to let me know that you can hear me and understand me.
It would take some convincing for me to do that, I think, is the conclusion I've come
Last
to.
time we were here in this building, you scared us pretty bad. Do you have anything to say about that? We want to understand what is going on down here in this basement.
want to know like what this angry,
Back to Tanner on the
mean
3rd floor.
spirit is.
No, Dakota, sorry.
What part of the many layers of history does it come from? If it's not an evil spirit, it's a pissed off ghost. I'm starting to like regret even staying here. We should have just left. Okay, so I brought the digital recorder with me. I'm gonna do an EVP session. I know earlier when we were up here, we got that EVP saying that I remember Tanner. I'm gonna set the recorder on the ground. If there's anyone in here, if you speak, if you give me a message, I will be able to hear your voice. What is the very aggressive, angry person or spirit that's here?
I do not like the corridor.
Do you have a message for Tanner?
Good question.
Do you have a message for Chelsea?
Also a good question. Both were mentioned by name.
Do you want us to leave?
Do you have a message for Chelsea? Message for Chelsea? Do you want us to leave?
That's creepy. I said, do you want us to leave? And it sounds like just a distinct yes.
Do you want us to leave?
Yeah,
That's yes.
that is a yes. Does sound
Okay.
like yes to me.
I mean, we already kind of knew that. We knew it wants us to leave.
Do you want
Hospital
to
wing
talk
basement.
to me?
Not fun.
Yes, I was the one praying down here last time. Are you okay with that? Are you the one who mimicked our screams? Why did you do that? Are you trying to scare us? You trying to scare me?
Light movement, okay.
Hello? Is there somebody down here with me? I can hear a lot of noises. If you are down here, you can use this device to talk with me. Is there someone down here with me?
I want an obelisk. Oh,
Spirits?
that's a bad.
Like multiple spirits? Okay. I just asked the... Hide. What? Okay, I just asked if there is someone down here with me.
So, if I was using an Ovilus and the word hide came through, I'd probably panic slightly, I'm not going to lie
And
to
the
you.
Ovilus responded with spirits and then hide. Should I be worried about something down here?
Good question.
Am I safe? Why did you just tell me to hide? I need more information.
I mean, were they telling her to hide? Or were they saying the spirits are hiding? Could be
I'm
either.
hearing a lot of movement.
Would still fuck me up, don't
I
get me
don't know if
wrong.
you remember me. Can you knock on that door if you hear me? I did bring some devices with me. I brought 2 REM pods. See how, if I get close to it, makes that little noise? I'm gonna set up one fairly close to me and one farther down that hallway. You hear my voice? I have 2 lights on the ground. If you walk up to one of these lights, it'll make a noise. I've been hearing someone making noises. It's going off.
mean, there is potential. Weird.
You made the far one go off.
There is potential that. So, it's relatively common that you'll hear of spirits communicating. Normally, you only hear one side of a conversation, but it's a relatively common occurrence to hear multiple spirits sort of seem like they're talking to each other. You don't normally get the entire conversation, but you'll get like questions and responses at the same time. It's also relatively common that you'll encounter. So, one spirit is talking, and then another spirit comes in and almost shuts down that first spirit session. That seems to be quite a common occurrence.
Can you do that to the close one? You take a breath.
Got the far one.
It's going off. Literally, when I'm trying to calm myself down, it's going off.
Could that be the bug from earlier? Probably not.
And as I stand up, it stops.
That is weird.
Hello?
There's a lot of just noise in this building, which is... But like, noise that sounds like shuffling of feet. Noise that sounds like, movement, knocking, tapping, etc.
I am so on edge.
I feel very uncomfortable right now. Oh, I'm gonna be down here for a while. I hope you're alright with that. Dude, I'm getting the chills down here. Can you use some words to describe me, my appearance?
Good question.
Green? Okay. I asked to describe something about my appearance, and the Ovilus said green. And I'm wearing a green sweatshirt, and my sleeping bag is green.
Okay.
Look.
That is very green.
green.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Yeah.
So I'm
And that is a
assuming
green
you can see
sleeping
me
bag.
right now. Can you describe anything else about
Again,
me?
one thing I do like about watching people do this is it's good to get like, new questions, different questions to ask during Estes methods and EVP sessions. Just trying to think of questions on the spot isn't always the easiest thing, and I do sometimes struggle. So getting new questions like, can you describe what I look like or what we look like, is always good to know. It's good to, see what other people ask.
Can you give me a sign that I'm not alone?
Movement.
I heard something that sounded like footsteps down this
Yeah.
area. Hello? This is how it fucking starts every single time. It's gonna start slow and it's gonna ramp up. I clearly asked if you could give me a sign that I'm not alone, and then I heard footsteps walking towards me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel alone. This is like a nightmare. I've been thinking about this place for years. Now I'm sitting on the third floor alone.
Yo, did my IR light die?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna change the batteries. As you can see, it's a lot
That's a
brighter.
lot brighter, yeah.
This is how bright it looks because it's in night vision. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Those two red lights. I have my handy dandy flashlight, thank God.
Good flashlight.
Okay, my REM pod is going off again.
What does everyone think of this place?
If there's just
Who would
one of
be
you,
who would be happy staying here alone overnight? You know, and I guess from what you've seen so far, which floor would you want to stay on? So Dakota's on the 3rd, Tanner's on the 2nd, Chelsea and Alex are both in the basement. One's in the hospital wing and one is in the slave quarters. Based on what I've seen so far, I think I'd want to be here where Tanner is. Because although it's not, you know, none of the areas in here are great, but I think this one. So the 3rd floor, you've got the apparition of a woman that's seen regularly, which doesn't appeal to me. From an evidence point of view, obviously that'd be great to catch. From a me being sat there alone, nah, probably not. The basement, obviously, is where they had the screams. It's where they've captured various noises. They had the mimicry through the spirit box. Sorry, I'm yawning a lot tonight. Whereas where Tanner is, they've had bits happen, but it's not as horrifying as the other bits.
can you come up to this close REM pod and make it go off? If there's more, can you make this far one go off? What was that? Okay. Doing a little timeout. And it goes off. Right when I was just about to turn it off for a second.
Yeah, second floor is definitely the logical choice.
I'm hearing a lot of stuff from over here. So I am going to walk this way a little bit.
Brave. Thing is, the amount of noise that he's heard, to me, would sound like there's an animal or something down here, but they've checked previously in the night and there was not.
I just need to walk away from that place for a second and explore. Let's see if Dakota's
So he's going up
here.
to Dakota.
Yo,
Bro,
what's going on?
oh my god. So, most noises I've ever heard in my entire life, okay?
Okay.
I start putting the REM pods up. The far one just starts going off, like nonstop, off, on. Don't know what's going on.
Dude, I'm freaked out.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Very little happened to me, but I'm like scared for everyone else. Like, the building is alive.
The building is completely alive.
It's turned on and everyone's experiencing a ton of stuff.
Well,
All right.
we got a long night ahead of ourselves. All right, brother.
I feel like I'm the lucky one tonight.
Yeah, the more I think about this, the more Dakota's 3rd floor is actually appealing to me now. Although the room with the woman in it isn't great, it would be good to catch. And they've not actually had a lot happen there.
I had nothing happening.
There's really no safe space for you. Like, it's gonna follow you wherever you go.
Well, that didn't help. Thank you for that.
Sorry.
It's okay. Didn't want to hear that last part. Fantastic.
Well, that's creepy.
Is there anybody here with me?
I think Chelsea and Alex have it the worst in the hospital wing and the slave quarters.
Is there anybody down here?
I mean, this just does not
Why
appeal.
were you mimicking us? What is the deal with that?
Very good question. So, mimicry, as we're probably all aware, is a demonic sign, usually, to be considered. the act of mimicry, the act of impersonating someone else, using someone else's voice to communicate, sort of using someone else's voice to mislead and guide someone in, a way that they wouldn't have necessarily been going. In this instance, it's just been mimicry of screaming and talking, I think, but generally considered to be a negative thing. So not something that I want to ever experience again. I mean, again, I say that, I do, but I don't, if you know what I mean. Right now, from the comfort of my bedroom, I can happily say no thank you. When I'm actually in a haunted place, obviously I want that shit to happen. I want to catch mimicry, I want to catch shadow figures, but now while I'm here, comfortable in my bedroom, no, I'm perfectly happy without any sort of shadows in front of me. I'm perfectly happy without random figures appearing. But when I'm there, I do want to catch shit.
Like freezing out of nowhere.
It's kind of that double-edged sword.
If there's somebody down here with me...
Because if I ever actually catch an apparition on camera, just, walking across a corridor or standing in front of me or in a mirror, then I'm done. I've completed it. I've completed ghost hunting. I've completed paranormal investigation. It's sort of once I catch that concrete, completely conclusive, there is a person standing in front of me, type thing. Essentially, that is it. That is the end goal. At the same time, I'm happy without that in my life, because once that happens, the mirror at the Ancient Ram Inn was life-changing. It changed everybody there's views on not just the paranormal, but life in general to a degree. It sort of emphasised that there is something out there that we don't understand. Something that can interact with things. It was a very life-changing experience. That's one level. The level that there is a person standing in front of me, talking to me, not talking to me, just being there, I think will take a lot, like a serious amount of deep, just reflection, I guess. Because I think that would be enough to break. Because although, I believe in ghosts to some extent, I don't quite know what extent. It's a very tricky question to answer. I believe there is something we don't understand. I believe that it has the ability to interact with us to some degree. I now believe it has the ability to interact with its surroundings, as proven at the Ancient Ram Inn. But when it actually appears in front of me as a physical manifestation, then it's gonna need some serious thought, because I just do not know how to process that. I don't know if I'd be able to process it.
Can you tell me what you're doing down here? Laugh?
It did earlier.
The Oculus just said laugh. Was that you who laughed at us? Are you enjoying seeing us so terrified? Do you not want us here? Do you want us to leave? I'm gonna walkie Alex real quick. Alex, you are not gonna believe what I got on the Oculus.
What did you get? I got the word laugh.
No, you did not.
In the same spot that we got laugh for the spirit box?
Yes.
Dude, screw that, Chelsea.
So, one thing that I am curious about, obviously when we were at the blacksmith pub, we found that radios, walkie-talkies, interfere with EMF. No, REM pods. They interfere with REM pods. Tanner's using 2 upstairs. So I wonder whether there's any correlation there, for one. Or if there's a... So I believe the radios we were using were digital radios, digital walkie-talkies. I wonder if using analog would have a different effect. I have no idea. It's just something to consider, I suppose.
Just turn the Ovilus off if I were you.
I know, it's absolutely terrifying. I think the
Spirit that was messing with us earlier is still here.
Definitely. I'm so done with this place. This was a dumb idea in the first place.
Holy shit. Hello? Is there somebody
That was
down there?
weird.
Something just fell back in this boiler room area.
I'm not even kidding. It sounded like a door just shut or open, like it hit something.
Is it? Dude! Okay.
That's weird.
This is so stupid, but...
Oh, of course, they're both in the basement, aren't they? Makes
Going
sense.
back there. Hello? Dude, there's nothing even on the ground that could have made that noise. I don't know what fell or what was thrown, but it came back here. This is the area that someone's arm got ripped off.
Ripped
I don't
off.
know why.
They did say it got caught in a machine, I think, didn't it?
Can you do that again? Can you make a noise?
In the room.
I have a device that'll let you talk to me. You can use your voice through this.
I don't know if I'd be doing that while
Are
I'm
you
stood
trying to
in the
get my
room.
attention? What do you want from me?
Question. Now Chelsea's going to go investigate. I don't know in this situation that it's pitch black and I can't see whether having the night vision camera in my hand would be reassuring or not. So when we were in the Haunted Antique Paranormal Research Centre, we did a complete pitch black walkthrough. Or, we took turns doing solo walkthroughs. Having the night vision camera, while obviously ideal for steps and navigating, avoiding bumping into things and that sort of stuff, I don't know if necessarily having that camera, having that very minimal, view of what I could see, just did not help, because it was like I found myself constantly panning the night vision, try and get the best, to try and just see what was around me, but like rapidly just panning the entire space, which obviously made it scarier, which was the intention. The point was we were trying to do a similar thing to what they're doing here and trying to boost fear levels to, I guess, increase how spirits could interact with us. So to that extent it worked, but yeah. 30 East Drive, we did the similar thing where we all sat in separate rooms in the dark with night vision cameras. And other than a few minor issues with the night vision cameras, it was just, again, having the very limited view meant that just looking around was a lot more sort of rapid and scattered almost. Also, their night vision's a lot better than ours.
Holy shit! I can hear something over there. If I should not go over there, make a noise. If you want me out of here, make a noise.
If you want to communicate, I have a device in my hand that will allow you to pick words and you can have a conversation with me. If you can hear me, and you're here. Whoa!
What is that?
What the fuck? Hey! I feel like I'm surrounded right now. Like
At this point, could that be a creature of some description, an animal? Because that was just rustling. That was just a sort of physical noise, in my opinion.
I just heard something like shuffling on the ground, back where my sleeping bag is.
That felt.
Holy fuck, dude! Yo! Hello? Yo! I literally just heard walking down here. Now it's back here! Yo, what is going on? Charles!
I do not see.
I think their choice of background music, very unfortunately, has a footstep sound effect in it, which kind of throw me off every time I'm trying to listen for whatever they're hearing, because I keep thinking I'm hearing someone running, but I think it's just like the drum in the background.
Anything down here at all? There's nothing. There's nothing down here. What was that?
Chelsea, are you there?
Alex! Oh my god! I did not have my walkie. Where is my walkie?
Dude! I'm coming to you, Chelsea!
He's on the move.
Get over here! What?
Dude, something's down there with me right now.
There was something in my hallway, and it sounded like there was like somebody down there.
There's something that was throwing shit in like the boiler room area.
I heard the same thing.
I literally don't even know what to think. I ran out of there because I was like,
Wait, did you get up and walk towards it?
yeah.
Same. Was it at the same frickin' time? No, I'm serious.
I think it was, Chelsea, because when I walkied you, that's when I was just getting back from walking towards it.
We were hearing stuff at the exact same time in opposite ends of the building.
It was pulling us even further apart.
That's horrible. It was separating them.
If you don't want us in this building and you want us to leave, can you make a very loud noise? So far, I feel like I've had it probably the best.
I feel like nothing's happened for Dakota, and I feel like that's not. He's not really scared. He's not. His fear levels. He's not got the adrenaline that everyone else has got. I also think that means he's, I don't know, not as engaged as others are because everyone else is experiencing stuff. But I'm assuming that's going to change. Yeah.
What the fuck? Whoa! Hello? That sounded like a doorknob, like, rattling. I just heard you.
What are we looking at? I'm just expecting to see something down that corridor. That did sound like some sort of door.
I'm gonna go check that out. That was
And obviously that seemed like a very legitimate reaction to being startled. Something I always like to keep an eye out for is things being faked, things being exaggerated. I don't think that was. I think that was a legitimate response.
freaking loud. I do not like walking alone.
is everyone still happy with their previous choices of where they'd be sleeping? I think as of now, I would probably go for the 3rd floor. Basement's just a no-go for sleeping in if I had a choice. The 2nd floor has had more activity, I think. Although I think the 3rd floor might be about to ramp up a bit.
Can you make that noise again?
See, that would be nice, yeah. Which podcast was that? I can't remember now. That Kate? Might have been Kate. It was Kate or Jules, I think. No, it was MJ. She was talking about the tunnels, yeah. She was talking about Drakelow tunnels. MJ Dixon. She said that when they were down there, they had a ghost that liked music, so they'd play music for him. They'd sing, for him. That was... Yeah, that's a nice, friendly ghost. Just a nice, maybe discusses different... just have a chat with a ghost. That would be nice. Play some of his favourite songs. Yeah, that would be good.
I'm gonna go check this hallway out. This little
That would be nice and peaceful. I could definitely deal with that. This just looks...
Hello?
rotten.
Are you down here?
Which adds to the fear.
This is honestly so freaking creepy.
It's the corners. It's the corners that would fuck me up. It's the getting to the end of a corridor and having to turn. Having to just turn into something I can't see. That's what would really get to me.
Are you down there? Okay. I went down and explored.
There was a very brief preview shot at the beginning of this that I think showed something walking across the corridor, which is why I'm keeping an eye out, but I'm not 100% sure.
To see if I could find the source of that noise. I have no idea what it was. I looked in a bunch of rooms, but it literally could have came from any single door at any single... What the fuck? That was a girl's high-pitched voice.
Yeah, that
Hello?
was not good. I assume they're gonna...
was down there too.
I assume they're gonna replay it, so I'm not gonna.
Just down there. It literally could have came from any single door at any single... Just down there. It literally could have came from any single door at any single... Just down there. It literally could have came from any single door at any single... Any single door at any single... Can you do that again? It makes sense to hear like a high-pitched female. Where I'm at right now, the lady in white on this floor. What the? Holy! That door just shut! That door just shut! That door at the very end of the hall just shut!
Oh my fucking hell. So the door's open. The door shuts. The door is shut. The door... So that was not a shadow. That was the shadow on the door moving as the angle of the door changed, which... It wasn't a shadow I was looking for, or a shadow figure. Don't think. I think that was just the door shutting. Which is still... I mean, they'd been there for what? 4 hours? And it had not done that. But I'm assuming he's going to go closer and have a look
at the
now.
very end of the hall just shut.
I'm guessing that was the real poltergeist activity while sleeping alone.
I hope I caught that on camera.
You did.
No way. No way.
And that is, I believe, from the same direction that noise was from a minute ago.
Yeah, that door is shut. This door, I just watched with my eyes shut. There is no one.
I do not. I genuinely don't think I would have been brave enough to open that door on my own then. I think after watching it shut like that, after that noise as well, I do not think I could have walked up to that door and just opened it again. Then again, I also question whether I'd have even been able to walk the length of the corridor at that point. I think I would have been curled up in a ball in the corner.
This right here, I think, was propping the door open, and it's no longer, it's several feet away from the door. But I'm putting my back against a wall right now. I saw that with my eyes. I had my flashlight zoomed all the way down the hall, and I could hardly see it. At first, I didn't even know what I was seeing, and then the door, shut.
Yeah. Is that... I think that is just the... No, that looks like a shadow. No, I think that is just the shadow on the door, or of the door as it shuts, as the angle of the door changes. I'm not 100%, but I would lean towards that being the door shutting as opposed to a shadow person, which was my initial thought.
Holy...
I'm not 100% sure though. What does everybody think? Don't know.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yo. What? Going on?
Dude, that door between us shut.
What?
Yeah, it shut. I heard a loud, high-pitched girl voice, and all of a sudden, it's hard for me to see it, and the door just starts to shut, and it closes. I don't even know my camera.
Yeah. I was sort of leaning towards a shadow person walking through the gap in the door. It definitely doesn't go past the door hole, which is why I thought maybe it was the door shutting, but the problem with night vision at that distance is that it's pretty much impossible to get a good a good picture, a clear picture.
What?
Hopefully my camera can see it. This door, I just propped it open again. This little piece of wood was over here. It was 1.5 feet away from the door.
Yeah.
I need to cut my camera and see if I caught this.
Let's go get my camera.
I just want to cut this really quick.
Yeah. This is gonna be absolutely wild.
Makes sense to hear a high pitch.
Look right there.
Bam.
What the dude?
You can see it because my reflection, my light reflecting goes away.
Dakota, that's not good.
The only thing I could maybe say is maybe when you came in and out, you might have nudged it or something.
There's no way.
I had nothing happen.
It had
right?
been
You
an hour or two since that.
come to me and it knew now where I was.
And then I leave. Now it's toying with you, and then it wanted to shut the pathway between us.
Yeah, literally, it did. I want to be done, dude. I don't think I can make it the next hour and a half. I don't think I can.
Dude, just stay with me then. Stay with me for the rest of the night.
I almost want you to come with me.
Yes, I want to get out of this hallway.
Okay.
The better option here would be swapping.
We aren't getting anything on the Ovilus right now. The noises stopped. I did bring some other stuff with me in my backpack. I have the spirit box and headphones and a blindfold. Maybe we should try the Estes method.
Okay.
That's so scary.
Okay. We love an Estes method here. Big fans.
Blindfolded with headphones on.
Well, it's an experiment. It's like an unbiased experiment then.
Okay, well.
I really think we should try it. For a little bit at least. Give it a shot. Like, this is where we got all the stuff that happened on the spirit box like a couple hours ago.
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's try it. Chelsea and I are going to do the Estes method. Chelsea's going to go under with headphones on, connected to a spirit box and blindfolded. And I'm going to ask questions, and hopefully she will get answers that only she will hear. So whatever she hears, she's going to say out loud to me. Then we know that that's an unbiased response to my questions.
Okay, I can't hear you now, so I'm gonna be fully...
Testing. Chelsea smells. Chelsea smells. Can you hear me? Chelsea, you smell. She can't hear me, guys. If there's anyone in here, there's a device in Chelsea's hand that will allow you to speak to her and us. Can you say something? Can you confirm with Chelsea right now that there is someone down here?
Okay.
Are you telling us to be quiet? Who are you? Were you one of the patients that passed away down here? Were you the one that was walking down this hallway with Chelsea?
Watch.
Watch. Have you been watching this entire night? Oh my God. Do you want me to shut up? Where are you right now?
I like how common a thing that is with the Estes method, is the just sort of shaking your head while you try and... That's when you hear something, but you can't quite figure out what it says. A very common thing.
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
oh my God!
What the fuck?
Where are you? Are you next to us right now? If you can say someone's name out of our group, who do you want to talk to right now?
You? No.
You know.
You know.
I know.
Alone.
Does that mean they want to talk to Tanner alone? Because I'm guessing it's Tanner they want to talk to.
Want to be left alone? I know one of the spirits here said that they remember Chelsea. Are we talking to that spirit right now? Do you want her to be alone with you? Okay, if you're really talking to Chelsea... Dude, something keeps shushing me. Do you not want me to
Now.
talk? Oh my God. Am I being too loud? Am I being too nosy?
What the hell?
That's giving me vibes of it just wants Chelsea. It doesn't want Alex there talking. Every time he talks, it shushes him.
I can't believe you caught that.
It's been a long time since we've seen something moving. This is the only location that's made me feel this, like, defeated so many times. Dude, okay, look down that hall. That's what I was staring at. And that door shut. That is the scariest thing I've ever seen with my own eyes.
It's trying to scare us out again.
It's succeeding, I
Okay, we
think.
don't have that much
Well,
longer.
no, they reckon they'll hold out.
I do have the digital recorder. Do you want to do one EVP session?
Let's do it.
I'm rolling on the digital recorder with Tanner outside of room 3007. So I'm sitting here now with Tanner.
You remember my name. Can you tell us yours?
Who just shut that door down there? Who did I hear and who shut that door?
Another solid question. There was something there.
Okay. Nothing.
No?
Nothing.
I thought there was something there, but... Oh, that would have been him picking it up, of course. Okay, that was the rustling of him picking it up, so you turn it off after the final question.
Order.
Damn, that's a bummer. I was hoping we could get at least something.
We definitely left a mark on this place, though, because it remembered us. And it's probably going to remember us forever after this.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Dude, I don't want this video to get 50,000 likes, because I do not
Oh yeah, he
want
has to come back.
here and freaking and be alone the whole night. That was dumb.
Which it did.
Can you tell me where you're at right now? Tell Chelsea where you're at in this hallway. Are you close to us, or are you far away? You don't want to tell me? You want us to come find you?
Where is?
Do you want to know where Tanner is?
Trying.
Were you the one that screamed at us when we were here 3 years ago? Or through the
Music's
spirit
building
box
up.
already? What else is down here? How many spirits are down here right now? Can you give a number? Is it 1? Shh. Shh. 2? Dude, whatever is hit does not want me to talk.
Multiple.
Is there more than 5?
Watch.
That
Something.
watch feels like a warning. So, to me, that feels like it's telling him to shush. Something here is trying to protect Alex, it feels like. Every time he talks, it tells him to shush. And every time he starts asking questions, it tells him to watch. Almost as if it's telling him to be careful. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but that's the sort of vibe I'm getting from it.
Are you trying to warn us that something's coming for
Yes.
us? What the f?
Yeah.
What's coming for us? Are we in serious danger? Can we get hurt? Jesus Christ. Dude, something's moving.
Check.
Oh,
No way.
fuck that. That brings back memories. Yeah, that's flashback territory. 30 East Drive. The bedroom at the top of the stairs. Myers Estes method, I believe.
Hey,
This is scary, dude. I'm like freaking out.
yo, Chelsea.
Loud as. Ah!
Chelsea,
What?
that was me. Something was moving at the end of the hallway and you said check.
Check.
Like, check it out.
Dude, this thing is not fun. This is not enjoyable.
Swap.
It's not
And I
much
have
better
no
being out
idea
here.
what the context is. I feel like I'm just spitting out random words.
That's
I
the
feel like I
point.
said shh like so many times.
To me, there's a spirit down here.
That demands like quiet.
It's either that or it's warning us to be quiet. Like, do not show your presence. Be.
Are they in the hospital wing or the slave quarters? 46. They're in the... So... Chelsea had the basement hospital. I don't remember what her corridor looked like. Was it that one? Okay, because I was thinking if that's the slave quarters, telling people to shush and to watch out would be a very appropriate thing.
Be as quiet as you can be because something is down
But
here.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they're
that
in
is
Chelsea's. Of course, yeah.
not liking
Alex's place had the. That's an awful pause for Chelsea. Alex's place had the boiler room, didn't it?
you guys. That's like the gist of what I got out of this conversation.
You know what's weird? When I was down here by myself, my first question right when I sat down was, who's down here with me? And it said girl. So maybe we're actually talking to many different spirits.
I'm so ready to be done with this. It's getting a little light out.
So there is something down here that clearly doesn't want us here.
No.
So I think we should get up and we leave in peace. We heard your message.
Dakota comes back.
And we thank you for the warning.
We don't even know if Tanner and
That's
Dakota
true.
are out of their spots yet. Me and Chelsea are taking the warning, and we're out.
That's very true.
Hey, Dakota, Chelsea and I are done. We're going up to the gear room. We're done with this basement.
Okay, yeah, copy you. I mean, the sun's basically out. We'll wrap up here and come meet you in the gear room. I'm very happy to be leaving kind of on our terms.
Yeah. I got some good evidence across the...
What is going on?
Dude.
That was freaky.
So we did the Estes method. Chelsea went
Love an
blindfolded,
Estes
went
method.
under. I felt like there was a spirit there that was warning us about something worse. There was a spirit saying, there's multiple of us down here. You need to be quiet.
Dude, when I was down there by myself, I got multiple on the ovulus.
You got multiple?
I got
Multiple.
I got multiple on
did?
the ovulus.
What?
It's the same word I got. Audio.
That's what I'm saying.
You said
Same word.
There's multiple spirits down there for sure.
I can't believe a door shut in front of your face.
It was like 150 feet down the hall. Like, basically my light was shining, and next thing I know, my reflection is gone. We replayed it. I'll show it to you guys later. We'll probably have to like zoom in a bunch, but you can see it.
Something in this building does not like to be disturbed.
That's a very
And when we
accurate...
came in here 3 years ago, I'm sure we shook something up.
Yeah. I agree.
If it can shut a door, it's super powerful. It has so much energy to give.
This is
I
a
just
cool
don't
shot.
know what chapter in Sweet Spring history it came from.
We had so much happen. Like, once again, we're leaving this place traumatized.
And what made it scarier is the fact that it remembered us all.
I mean, I think we definitely proved to ourselves that we can stay the night there.
It took a lot to make that happen, but we did it.
I think there's going to be some stuff that it will always be a mystery there, but I'm very excited that we all made it through the night, and now we're on to the next.
It's a cool shot as well.
Chelsea, you're picking next.
Yes!
Where are we going?
Somewhere!
Damn it!
What?
Hey, wow, that's great.
You should be scared of this whole dang building.
What?
This
another-
location is one of my favorites.
I think it was another hospital.
and That's all you're gonna get!
Come on!
Run! Snake! Run! It's a snake! Run!
This is the perfect time to like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you guys for watching the video. You're amazing. Hit the notification bell if you want to see where
Like, we're
Chelsea
already
is taking
subscribed.
us. Also, comment below where you found the rubber duck. There is a hidden rubber duck in this video. So comment below where
I
you
did not,
found it.
nor did I look for one. So that was that episode. What does everyone think? So yeah, Hospital on Haunted Hill was the last one. I'll probably give that a week or two before I watch it, or maybe just a couple of days. I don't want to watch it, so I'll watch that one. But then I'm guessing it will have a part 2, the same as this one did. It may not. Who knows? And I don't want to, watch it on release. I want to give it a bit of time for other people to watch it on their own first. But then I will, obviously, watch it. So, I think next, I'm going to try and work out... I need to watch the final part of the 3-parter that I previously watched. The... the Most Haunted. Struggled with that. I also want to watch Shane and Ryan of Watcher, formerly BuzzFeed Unsolved, did The Chilling Labyrinth of the Winchester Haunted Mansion. The Winchester Mystery House, as it's also known, which is, of course, one of my favourite haunted locations. I think they did that as like a special. So I want to watch that. I also need to watch the rest of their former season, the last season that I didn't watch. Yeah, I think Project Fear, they can be themselves more, which I think is really adding to it. I think that's one of the big problems with it before, was they kind of weren't themselves. They were kind of being tame versions. And then I also want to watch some Nick Groff stuff. There's a lot more Sam and Colby that I need to watch. So we've got plenty of content. Anyone wants to make a recommendation for a video to watch, let me know in the YouTube comments on basically any of the videos or any of the live streams. That's probably where I'm going to be most reactive, as you can tell me now, and I will forget. But yeah, that brings us to the end of the stream, so I'm going to end it there. Thank you all for joining me. Hope you had a good time. I certainly did, and I will be back within the next couple of days to watch some more stuff. I might stream on the weekend if I haven't got anything else on. So yeah, I'll see you all soon.